Let's get started working with strings. We're going to build up our strings function as we work through this section. Strings are very easy to work with. There's a strings functions folder project within the strings folder in your project folder. We're going to just get started and work with some elements of working with strings like the length, case, upper and lower case, and other things as well. So we just get the type there, we give a variable, and then we can assign our variable text in double quotes. Of course, our text is going to be case sensitive inside of the quotes, just like we would work with any string. The spaces are also going to be counted as well. And what we can do is we can just output this. And what we'll do is we're going to concatenate by using the plus sign. And we'll see other ways to do this. And this is going to be different than we normally work with the console, but you can go as you wish. And we'll go back to our normal way of doing things. And in order to get the length, we can just type in the variable, hit the dot, and then we're going to get a list of all the methods that we can use as well as the properties. We're just going to pick length. Notice that this is a property as opposed to a method, denoted by the little symbol there, the little icon. The purple thing is the method. This is the property. So we don't need the double open paren, close paren. And then we'll just write it out. Debug. Control F5 again if you want to hit Control F5. S is equal to the quick brown fox. The length of S is 19. 19 from the all the way to the X. And that's that. That's how you find the length of your string while you're working. You can manipulate it as you want to. You can work with it within if statements if you wanted to. And it's pretty nice and handy to work like that. Length is always used quite regularly. If you want to, you can assign S to null, because it is a reference type. And we won't get any errors there. Just watch out when you actually use that as a null. But since it is a reference type, it can be a null. And there are other ways to work with it as well. We could convert to uppercase if we wanted to. After we assign our string there, our variable, TO would be the start of that. We can just click on that if we want to. Open and close paren. Notice that if you get the open paren there, you can see that we can work with the globalization. That's going to work with internationalization. I touched on that already. But you can also just get the normal open paren, close paren for this particular method. And then when we debug, it's still there. Let's see what happened. We have to actually assign this. So just by doing this s.toUpper, we have to actually assign that to the uppercase. And there you go. Because we have to actually assign that as normal, as we're used to. And if we wanted to convert this to lowercase, we can convert that to lowercase. S is equal to S point to lower, or dot. It's really a dot. And there you go. Everything is in lowercase. Nice and neat. We'll look at other things as we move forward. We're going to build upon this. And we're also going to talk about formatting as well. If you want to put your quotes in so that it has quotes when you output it, they're not going to be presented unless you put that backslash there. Otherwise, you'll get a problem with that. So now we have it in quotes because of the formatting that we've talked about. We're going to look at string formatting because you can actually do that very nicely using the string.format with other types of formatting. As we move forward, we're going to see many things.